Hey everyone, Kate Strashny here, and this is my 2019 year in review. All right, in 2019, I launched the dedicated weekly challenge for Story by Data, started the online book club. It's a LinkedIn group with over 1,500 members to date. Story by Data became a community partner with Open Data Science Conference. Was really excited about that. February now, we went to vacation to Dominican Republic with the whole family. I joined IAD's advisory board, and Story by Data also became a digital community partner with them. My first ultra marathon 50K trail run with my brother Steve. I saw Stomp with Peter, really cool show. Went indoor skydiving with Margarita. Started beta testing LinkedIn Live, was really excited about that. We have JT Cosman here and Debbie Bereviches. I climbed to the top of New York City's 30 Rockefeller, which is 66 flights. Then I actually ran 7.3 miles to run a 5K later that morning at Fort Washington. Took a survival skills class in the mountains to learn about tracking with Steve and Anthony, my brothers. Explored the Basilica of St. Patrick's Cathedral and then saw Shenyang with my mother. Went indoor rock climbing. Flew an airplane. This was truly awesome. I took a lesson with my brother Steve. I ran the Queen's Half Marathon, setting my personal record over here. I attended the RegTech Data Conference from Data Coalition. Spartan Beast, which was about 13 miles with over 30 obstacles. Volunteered for New York Roadrunners, giving out water. That was a lot of fun with my brother Steve over there. Attended Open Data Science Conference East in Boston and hung out with some awesome people. You see Kirk Bourne, Seamus, Margarita, Miko. Attended Open Data Science East Boston and had some fun. Hanging out with people was also fun, but I got to MC the keynote sessions and I had a book signing for the Disruptors, Data Science Leaders, and my Journey to Data Science book. I spoke at my daughter's pre-K career fair event and we spoke about data visualization. The kids actually put together this bar chart. I ran my first 50-mile run. I started at 4 a.m. All of this took place in Central Park. That was with my friend Kurt. Visited One World Observatory Center with my best friend Margarita. I ran the Color Run 5K with my mother. Did the Spartan Sprint, which was 3 miles plus 15 obstacles, and it was the same day as my 10-year marriage anniversary with my husband. I attended the Artificial Intelligence debate at NYU. We saw JT Cosman over there. He was the moderator. Attended ODSC Immersive AI session in New York. Did the Spartan Super, which is 10 miles plus 20 obstacles, which that earned us the Spartan Trifecta, which just means we completed 3 of those Super, Sprint, and Beast Spartan races all in 1 year. Got this really cool big medal. Ran 36.2 miles across 4 New York City boroughs where I visited 10 of the most popular New York City parks, and they're listed here. We had Flushing Meadow Park, Riverside Park, Central Park, Bryant Park, Madison Square Garden, the High Line, Hudson River Park, Battery Park, Washington Square Park, and Prospect Park in Brooklyn. I gave a speech at Demystifying Data Science Metis where I talked about qualities of an exceptional data science team. I went to see Ain't Too Proud to Beg by The Temptations with my mom. Facilitated a 2-day Python training for a large bank. That was a lot of fun. I also ran the Manhattan Perimeter, which was about 35 miles, and I started at 5 a.m. and I probably ended around 4 p.m. or 6 p.m., don't remember. Shortly after, I went kayaking on the Delaware River with my husband. Achieved the 9+1 status, which guarantees me entry for New York City's marathon in 2020. Super excited about that. Then I ran the Dirty Dozen 50K run in Forest Park. This is my first official ultra because it's actually recorded on this running website. I started the Story by Data freelancers community. For those interested, you could find out more on Story by Data's website. You can fill out a form to join the freelancer community. I taught a class, over 80 students of data visualization with Tableau, also for a bank. Ran 28 miles. This is probably my favorite run. This is called the Warriors Ultra Run. They're doing this run again in the summer of 2020, but basically started at 1 a.m. in the Bronx near a cemetery and ran all the way down to Coney Island Beach, where I went for a swim right after. Attended the O'Reilly Media Strata Data Conference. That was really cool. Visited the Statue of Liberty with Margarita. Believe it or not, I've lived in New York for over 20 years, and I've never actually been to the Statue of Liberty until this year. I identified a few volunteers to help with the Story by Data initiative, such as Humans of Data Science and Dedicated Weekly. I completely redesigned the Story by Data website. I wanted to hire a designer, but decided to do it all myself, and I'm glad I did, because I was able to just build whatever I wanted. I joined my daughter's school leadership team, where we meet on a monthly basis and basically make some decisions for the school. I ran the Marine Corps Marathon in Washington, D.C. with Steve and Kurt, and it rained almost the entire time, but it was totally worth it, and I beat my personal record. It was really great. I attended ODSC West in San Francisco, ran the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco when I was there. After that, I went on a 2-day book retreat with Kristen to write our Mothers of Data Science book. Later that month, I spoke at DataX conference in New York City, data visualization with Tableau, and Peter was the facilitator for that. Also launched the We Run Marathons website. Our mission is to basically run a marathon in each of the 50 states of America, and you can check out our website. Attended the Click Data Revolution Tour. Submitted a video for taking part in American Ninja Warrior Season 12. They actually recently got back to me and asked for more information, so who knows, maybe I'll get in, maybe you guys will see me on that show. I ran the New York City Big Apple Half Marathon with a 12-pound vest. This is part of my 100 miles of running with the 12-pound vest in December. Designed and published the 2020 dedicated calendar, which has words of wisdom, book recommendations, and some programming and data visualization tips. I also signed up for Matt's Business Science University course, where I'm learning R for business, having a lot of fun so far. And I was selected as LinkedIn's top voice for data science and analytics for the 2nd year in a row. Super pumped about that. Later that month, I attended the Feature Festival in New York City from Trend Hunter. Learned a ton of new things about the trends that are coming up and basically how I should adjust my business model for 2020. I published 20 data trends for 2020 on Story by Data, where I interviewed thought leaders and asked them what they thought the biggest trends were for the next year. And I completed the 1,000-mile running challenge for 2019. This is a little data visualization of my running. All right, and now it's time to plan for 2020. Thanks for listening.